Hello there, Hacking Soft Storage listeners. So today it's an exciting episode to me because I'm going to start doing updates on Clough Road because it's exciting at the very, very early beginning. It's also what you can expect when you open your site, and if you know what I'm doing, and maybe you can do the same, or do you know what, maybe you might even do better than me. So it's been 11 weeks so far, and as you know, when we first opened, we was hitting our targets, projections, but my projections are always lower than where I want to be. And if I'm honest, I was a little bit concerned. And I know that me and Gavin Shields from Store have been having a lot of debates, personally going backwards and forwards about displaying your prices online or displaying your prices after you get some information firewall. Now, I'm convinced, and so is Gavin. Do you know what it is? Strong opinions, loosely held. I'm convinced we're doing better now because we've got a follow-up process, because someone's getting a price from us, but they're only getting a price if you put your details in. And that means we have our follow-up process and can help the customers because most people don't correctly understand insurance. However, I will concede that it's only a very, very small sample size. So because of the sample size, Gavin could be right, I could be right, who knows? But I personally feel more comfortable and confident with this structure that we're doing now of having the prices there, but give us some information first of all. And that way I've got more data. I've got data and I can share it with you. I'm a big reports guy. I love my reports, as you will probably know. So I'm going to go through it's only going to take 5 minutes. It's not as massive data as we've got on the Willoughby site, but we've got enough data to go out here to make some understanding of where we're heading. Ultimately, I am ecstatically happy. I'm really, really happy. This week, we'll be ordering phase 2 as well. We'll be going through Janus, or we'll be using somebody else, who knows, but I'll keep you updated on that one as well. So week commencing the 28th of March to the 3rd of April. So the amount of quotes, we had 33 quotes. So this site was more popular than our Willoughby site for quotes, 33 quotes for the week. And we had 8 reservations. That was 24%. So 24.24% conversion rate from reservations, quotes to reservations. We reserved 735 square foot. To be honest, I would want a little bit more. I want to be hitting 25%. I think that's the bottom line where we want to be at. We want to be at 25% for conversions for quotes to reservations. That's where I'd like to be. The amount of move-ins, we moved in 905 square foot last week. 905 square foot. I don't know how many move-outs because it doesn't actually tell me on the software store. So we'd have to do it manually, which I haven't done. I know the square footage we're at. So 905 square foot moved in, which was really good. I think, like I say, at Willoughby, anything over 1,000 square foot is amazing. 905 square foot for a new site in a week, I'm over the moon with that. So that was for 8 move-ins as well. So the conversion rate for move-ins was 24.24% as well. Right, let's get to the juicy stuff. So our site occupancy is actually, at the minute, it is 34.95. That's incredible. I am really, really happy at that. We've got 9,525 square foot to go at the minute, and we're going to be doubling that soon. So we'll nearly have 20,000 square foot that we can lettable square foot for this site soon, hopefully for summer. 30, is it 35%? I'm just going for the page now. 35.7 units in use. Sorry, square foot in use. It says square foot in use here, 37.17. And over here, it says square foot in use, 35.75. Interesting. And it says square foot in use is different. So yeah, I'm not, obviously, I've only just started using this, so I'm not 100%. So what one report says 35.75 square foot in use. So where occupancy is 36%, and the other one says 37%. Not a big difference, but it's good to be right. It's critical to be right. So either way, it's 36% or 37%, which is incredible. Incredible. That means that, I'll go back to that page again. That means that we are currently have occupied either 3,405 square foot or 3,540. So we've got around about 3,500 square foot in use, which is fantastic. So far, this is Monday when I'm recording this, by the way. So far, we've done 2 reservations this week already for 160 square foot and 150 square foot. So I couldn't be happier. It's incredible. The revenue, the monthly recurring revenue that we're hitting at the minute is £6,486.96. That is a monthly recurring revenue. And let's not forget that our break-even point is around about the £14,000 mark, give or take a few hundred quid here or there. So at the minute, and I say our break-even point in 5 months' time, because at the minute we're not paying any rent. So at the minute we're only it's £5,000 running costs we're currently paying, something like that at the minute. So yeah, we're in a net cash flow positive position now, and hopefully by the time we start paying full rent, we will be in a net cash flow position, even paying full rent, which means that this is cash flowing from almost the first month, which is, it's beautiful. 11 weeks in, 37% full. 35% full or 36% full, whatever. And 3,500-ish square foot. So that 3,500, let's say it's been 3 months, 3,500 divided by 3, which hasn't been 3 months yet, which means we're averaging 1,166 square foot a month if it was if we don't move in anything this week. So yeah, it's going to be over 1,200 square foot that we're averaging per month, which on my projections, I predicted about 500 or 600 square foot. So ultimately, very happy. We're doing very, very well. Love it. It's a fantastic site. If anybody wants to have a look at it, it's on Clough Road in Hull, and it is right next to a Starbucks. I am convinced, oh, by the way, I'll tell you where our quotes came from as well. I am convinced, absolutely convinced, my friends, that you don't need, but from now on, I will only be having locations that are A1. Again, so many people disagree with me on this, but I'm future-proofing my business, basically, because I know that somebody else will come into Hull, but they'll never, ever outposition me. You cannot outposition me in Hull. It's impossible. If you want to come to Hull, you'll be playing second fiddle positionally to me. You cannot outposition me. It is right next door to a Starbucks, right next door to a Greg's, near a Costa. It is on a main road. So it's a beautiful site. And so that's what I'm looking at now. Wherever I go, I don't want to be outpositioned by anybody. I'm future-proofing my business for the long term. So where did our quotes come from this week? So 1 came from Bing, which was 2.38%. Bing, yeah. 20 came from Google, so 48%. Signs and passing by, 19%, 8. So 8 quotes from there, 19%. It'll be interesting to see what move-ins came from this as well. Word of mouth was 4, so that means 10% from word of mouth as well, which is lovely. Customers with incorrect responses, 9. So we actually got 42 quotes, but 9 was incorrect responses, incorrect data filled out. All right, guys, girls, I think that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish it there. I think we've talked about everything we need to. Ultimately, I couldn't be happier with Clough Road. Honestly, I'm made up, because when you open a new site, I say I'm going to go, and I start bloody talking again. When you open a new site, you are worried. There's no doubt about it. It is a stressful situation. You are worried. You don't know how many you can predict, but you never know. And so it is a worrying time, especially when you spend 300 grand on the shop fit. So it's a worrying time, but ultimately now I know that this site is going to be an absolute baller. It's going to be a baller. It's already a baller. So yeah, I'm over the moon. All right, guys, speak to you soon. Hope you're well. Bye.